baddies! Welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I have another pick a card reading. This one's all about this is for you. This message is just for you. If you found this pick a card video, then you found the right one. All right. Now, listen. I've done a little bit of a pick-a-pile here, so your psychic linking objects are going to be these three objects you see. All right, now if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's really good to have you, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, as you can tell, probably your auntie is highly medicated due to my autoimmune disease. All right, so if I slur my words or I act awkward, that's what's going on. All right, so, okay, I'm going to include a little video showing each of these objects up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. Now, the first group is going to be the Lilith Coin. The second group is Pyrite. And the third group right here is Copper. Now, the face cards you see, the pick cards here, okay, that is from the Heaven and Hell Oracle deck that I received from the Tarot King. All right, I'll put his link to his channel down below. Very generous and kind and very gifted reader. I highly encourage you guys to go check out his channel. All right, now, if you're drawn, I don't know if I said this, but if you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message for you. I'm going to insert that video where you guys can see each of these objects up close. And with all that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through.
Hey group one, all of you that selected the Lilith Coin, this is going to be your reading all about this is for you. If you found this reading is just for you. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's see what this top card is. This is from the Heaven and Hell Oracle deck, and we have Restoration of Life. And on the bottom of this is criticism, okay? So that is your face card or your pick card, I guess. And here is your object. All right, so let's see the other cards that came out in your pre-shuffle. You got a few. We have today for tomorrow. Okay, I don't want to get a reflection on the card, get a glare. And we have solar light upgrade, solar plexus, chakra, inner light willpower. Interesting. We have Cassiopeia pride. And we have the Hydra catalyst. Okay, so the Hydra is very powerful. Okay, so, and this card really is about confronting your problems, confronting your issues. And we have today for tomorrow over here. So, and then we have criticism. So I really want to get a bit deeper into some issues here that you're facing, group one. With the Lilith coin being your object, you know, Lilith really is about overcoming and healing incredible odds. You know, she really is the the goddess. I know not everyone calls her a goddess, but for me, she is. Um, she really helps people overcome impossible odds. She is the goddess of the lost, the rejected, the cast off, those of us who have been horribly abused, thrown away, um, the ones that no one wants. We are the weirdos, and I happily wear that label. I don't have any problem with that as a daughter of Lilith. Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more, Dark Mother. You may be a child of Lilith, you may be a daughter of Lilith, or a son, or a child. You don't have to be for this message to resonate, but if you are, it may really hit you deeply, I'm hearing. We have Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius. Honor your individuality. That's an interesting card to get. We have Cibation. Purify, cleanse, and release. Ooh. Woo, with this Catalyst Hydra card. Who the fuck is this Hydra? Who is this Hydra? It feels like a beast, a monster. You know, there are the 12 labors, Hercules. I believe it was Hercules. Was it Hercules? That was called to perform. And the Hydra, he could not tackle alone. He brought someone in. I forgot who he brought in. And they threw his lion skin over the Hydra to help kind of soothe him so we could cut off the head and catalyst the nub before it grew two more heads. But Hercules, it wasn't cool that he did that. And he was, you know, he was given two more labors because he sought help. And I feel like you guys may feel like getting help may cause you more harm, or you may feel like you can't get help or you shouldn't ask for help. For some of you, you've had no help. Like you've had no help with this fucking Hydra, okay? And it's a monster out of control. You know, when Hera saw that, I think it's Hera, saw that her Hydra had been killed, she created the constellation of Hydra, and it's big. It's one of the biggest constellations in the sky. Let's take a look. It's a beast for sure. And I feel that you have been fighting this beast, and it could be trauma related. I feel like some of you guys have had very chaotic relationships that could have some root in some childhood trauma, which I'm really not going to tap that because yeah. So, but we're going to kind of gauge some toxic energy here that's blocking you. It's been blocking you from walking into your most authentic self, which is what Lilith helps us do. She helps liberate us from the blockages, especially from toxic masculinity. Okay, from toxic male energy, masculine energy. Not really a gender there, but it feels like there's a lot of cleansing that needs to happen here. And it's possible that you're doing this, or this is something that it's almost like you know this needs to happen. Some of you are working through it. We have people at different places here. Tell me more, Dark Mother. Tell me more. Yes, take all of those. Okay. All right, let's look at the toxicity we have. We have melodramatic, makes a mountain out of a molehill, and lays on the blame thick, makes their issues worse than others. Okay, we have treats their partners as trash, but expects them to bend at their command. Slides into DMs, but gets stuck on unread. Sorry, excessive, apologetic, apologizes after they have done something wrong, but does not learn from their mistakes. I feel an emptiness, like a vapid, toxic void. And it feels murky. It feels like it has substance, like inky, toxic plasma. Um, and it feels like it clings to everything. Like every time you have an idea about something you want to do for yourself, pride here. Every time you may be feeling good about yourself, you're hit with it. These are invasive thoughts, they're invasive ways you have looked at yourself. Um, let's look at these cards. I think these are calling out. Okay, I had to pick up these cards because they went everywhere, just like a hydra. It's like a hydra's head, right? The hydra more and more is hitting me like these blocking thoughts. Maybe you get yourself together, you think you're looking really good, and all of a sudden you're hit with thoughts about how, the imperfections you see in your vessel, in your face, in your body, judging yourself. Perhaps you have a lot of internalized misogyny about who you are. It doesn't matter what gender you have, okay? Doesn't matter. Maybe you have a lot of internalized hatred that comes out in these self-hatred that comes out in these thoughts, these ways you treat yourself. So I feel like when these thoughts come up, it may lead to some very toxic, self-defeating behaviors, okay? These patterns of behaviors to kind of like soothe yourself when you have these issues, and it kind of feeds itself. These thoughts and these actions kind of keep you where you are. Like the hydra, if you cut off its head, 2 more heads form. And it can be hard to get out of, okay? And that was a symbol, like the vessel was just a symbol of whatever toxic thing it is, the belief systems and such. We have Help Me, the exorcist. Feeling that there. We have nature, the birds, and we have dance, and this is Suspiria. Yeah, it feels like something with family here. Some of you guys have a like a dominant feminine energy that was very cruel to you. All right. And it doesn't have to be that, but that's why I pick up on these cards. So a dominant feminine energy who was dominant in her masculine energy, but in a toxic way. So she had toxic masculinity and projected this outwardly. Okay. And I'm feeling like this Help Me card really is about, Reagan being possessed, right, by Pazuzu. And I think that's how you pronounce it. And what's strange about this is I'm feeling like Reagan is kind of a symbol for rage here, okay, for the underlying feminine rage, okay. And then we see nature turning against those who, that's what I'm feeling here, like nature turning against those who have wronged or have stepped in here. I really feel the presence of Lilith, like coming forward, like in a very strong way. You have got to stop letting this toxic, negative shit block you from your destiny. You are meant for greater things. And this kind of negative bullshit, it can absolutely steal your life from you. because the powers that be, whatever you want to call them, they want to steal your life from you. They don't want you to rise into the perfection of your most authentic self, because that means the feminine is no longer suppressed by the toxic masculine. Okay, this is about the masculine and the feminine coming into balance, getting out of toxicity, because a toxic masculine energy attracts what? The toxic feminine energy within. And we have this feminine rage that comes out. And a lot of times that feminine rage that's triggered by this toxic masculinity, sometimes that's turned inwardly because we're not able to express it. It becomes a toxic force of its own. And what I think is very important for you, Group 1, you must cleanse yourself of this toxic, internalized misogyny, this toxic masculinity that has, I'm seeing like a parasite in the mind, these thoughts. And for some of you, they're very invasive. They're very invasive. And they appear at the most odd times. It's as if when you start doing well, they appear. They show up. It's as if the moment you start feeling good, they appear. You are not able to rise in the truth of yourself and have pride. We're not talking about pride out of control, but we're talking about healthy confidence in yourself. You're not able to do that because the critic has taken over. The self-critic, the outer critic, the invisible critic, the critic that lives in your closet and your refrigerator and your panty drawer, okay? That critic. The critic that won't leave you alone at work. The critic that makes you fucking paranoid all the time. That critic is stealing your life, okay? But Lilith is coming forward to say you're going to have a restoration of your life, okay? I'm feeling like restoration of life force, restoration of your solar plexus here. We have solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. And I feel this willpower as a kind of like engagement of your will. Your will. We don't talk about our will enough. Your will is vital. It is what makes you you. And we don't recognize it and utilize it consciously enough. That's part of what the critic does. It takes away our ability to kind of like utilize our will. We are overwhelmed with the critic and we can't even think about that. You may be a Gemini, by the way. So, you are called to cleanse and release. Before you can heal it, you must what? Feel it and recognize it. So I'm going to say it. You must ask for the awareness. Ask Lilith for the awareness when you're having these thoughts. Especially if you get triggered by these thoughts and they cause you to have behaviors that are toxic to yourself or others. Ask for the awareness of your toxic behavior. From, if it's not Lilith, be whatever God form you work with, okay? But ask for the awareness because there's hidden things going on here. There's mechanisms, okay? And we can't start working with them if we don't see them. Once you see them for what they are, Become familiar, journal them. Pay attention to how you're behaving, what it is causing you to do, what the discomfort is. Start investigating what other things. Let's use a example. Okay, so you ask for awareness, okay? And, okay, this is a very superficial, simple one, but let's just use it as an example. So let's say you go and try on some old jeans, okay, and they don't fucking fit. And you immediately get very triggered, and you're like, I've gained weight. And that tape from your childhood runs in your head. Like, see, you eat too much, you're not attractive, and all the insulting things we say to ourselves. And what do? We emotionally eat. We're like, we need to self-soothe, and we go soothe ourselves with ice cream or some other toxic behavior that supports weight gain or the behavior that possibly led to the weight gain. And it's a vicious circle. So what happens when we become aware, when we have those moments, because we're going to have the moment where we put on the jeans and they don't fit, okay? And in that moment, spirit will be like, there it is. There's your awareness. Hear the tapes that are playing in your head. See how you're handling your body. Some people, when they have like, my stomach's growling. Some people will have like, when they're having body triggers, they'll start like pinching their bodies and for, fat, and they'll start jiggling their bodies, and they'll point that out to you, how you're manhandling yourself, how you're putting yourself down. They will mention it all. They'll reveal it all to you. And you will become more and more aware of how you are carrying out the same kind of abuse that you had when you were younger. As you become aware of this, Spirit will also bring to mind, you will become aware of things you can do instead. Like, instead of saying, I'm going to self-soothe by eating ice cream, first of all, I'm going to grab a journal. I'm going to grab a food journal or an emotional journal, and I'm going to write down what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to write down these thoughts. And sometimes, we'll move into a place where we're going to write them down on a piece of paper and we're going to burn them or whatever. Safely. Okay, that is one method of trying to get control of it. But we're going to journal our thoughts one way or another. Okay. And we're going to look into other methods of self-soothing. This is part of learning to parent yourself, is deciding we're no more going to behave with ourselves in toxic ways. We're going to start caring for ourselves how we should have been cared for in the first place, because we're having to undo or heal some of the toxic mental patterns. Now, understand, I'm just using the weight thing as an example, and I'm not meaning to trigger anybody. It's just the most accessible one that is here in front of me, okay, that Lilith is giving me. Okay, it could be anything. And so once you start kind of working it, you may find that instead of going to food, you may find writing helps you. You may find that meditation helps you. You may find that instead of eating food, my stomach just growled. Instead of eating food, what you're going to do is you're going to do some kind of beauty routine, regimen. The minute you start, self-hating, you're going to start self-loving in some way. It's different for different people, but that's just an example of how we can make big changes. It happens over time. And you start to see how you have kept yourself kind of captive. And you become an active participant in the restoration of your life. There's solar plexus. There's solar plexus healing here. This is light. This is vitality. This is the energy of personality. This is a healing of your personality, a healing of your pride. Okay? And this Hydra that has kind of taken over your life, this Hydra that seems to infect your thoughts and your mind, you will see it be cut back and the heads won't grow, and you won't need, you won't need a lot of help. You may need help from, professionals, but what I'm saying is you'll be taking personal responsibility. That's kind of what I think the whole Hercules thing was about. That's why Hera gave him 2 more labors, because it was about taking personal responsibility. And you're doing that. You're taking the long way, personal responsibility. And when you do that, you find out how strong you are and how good you are, how beautiful you are. And your authenticity is why Lilith is here. She's here to help you become more authentic. And I got to tell you, she doesn't really leave until it's done. Her energy stays around you. And she sends in spirits often to help with it. The most effective spirits, by the way. The ones that will help you the most. Everyone is different. And their paths are different. And the way they work with spirit is different. Sorry, I had to clear my throat chakra. There are words that need to be said here for sure. We have searching for my grail quest. Yeah, this really is going to be a journey. You guys are on a journey to self, to a higher, I'm hearing a higher and a more authentic expression of self here. Well, we have lots of cards. We have time to use, not to lose. It's time for you to feel better about who you are. And I understand that this is a very strange time in the world to be doing this work, but understand it's actually the perfect time. Because the more people, especially feminine energies, who do this authenticity kind of work, it ripples through the collective and it gives strength to a lot of the collective, the other feminine energies, and it helps them rise. So we're supporting others popping up. We're supporting other feminine energies rising up and working their own path as we do this work. It's very powerful, and you can see the effects of it every single day. You can see the Dark Mother working her magic around the world. We're seeing a lot of toxic masculine behaviors revealed. And it really starts within us, revealing our own toxic masculine behaviors. And it doesn't matter your gender, okay? We all have this because we live in this world. And it's a programming. We've been brainwashed. We've been programmed to believe certain things. And it's time for us to renew our spirit. It's time for us to release this toxicity that keeps us bound, that keeps us oppressed and repressed and unhappy and miserable. My stomach just growled. I don't know what my stomach is growling for, but my stomach just growled. The internal critic can be vile out of proportion. Okay, out of balance, it can be a destructive force that really does steal your life from you. And I got to tell you, it took me over 40 years to get control of mine. And I want you to not have to experience that. I want you to start to get control of your Hydra now. Because it's your Hydra. And if it's your Hydra, you are more than equipped to do this work. And I understand that being authentic feels scary. I know it does. because, you know, I'll tell you, I catalyst people all the time. I see it in my comments. I get the communications about it. People get real ugly. But that's what I do. If I catalyst you, it's something I have said hit a button with you. It struck a chord, and there's something there. And it's time to reflect. That's what a catalyst does. That's what this Hydra, there's something there to heal. It's to catalyst you towards your most authentic self. And I have to tell you, not everyone will like your most authentic self. In fact, I can guarantee you that a lot of people won't. And some of those people you love. And they won't love you back when you change, when you reveal your authentic self. They will be the critic. They will criticize you. They will not like it. But the ones who stay and the ones who are attracted to your most authentic self, those are your fucking people. That's your tribe. Those are your people. Probably people you've been waiting for your whole life. And they may not come quickly because they're probably going through their own process of becoming authentic. So everyone's going through a process. So we have to be patient. We have to hold space for each other. We have true love. Your love is here to stay. Beautiful card. This is I love this deck. This is the dark oracle something. Anyway, this is one of the most beautiful cards in this deck. And this deck is full of beautiful cards. And then we have Earth. You gain what you work for. I feel freedom here. I feel like freedom to love yourself. And when you truly love yourself, you can truly love another. And people do not like it when I say that shit. They don't like it. They're like, I don't have to truly love myself to love another. Really? Tell me how that works. Tell me how a healthy relationship happens when you don't truly love yourself. If you don't truly love yourself, you don't truly know yourself, okay? Because to know yourself and your authenticity means you know yourself through love, okay? All right. We have a clump of cards that Lilith flipped out here. We have the Two of Wands. I love this card. Ooh, so much magic there. So much possibility. Okay, we have the World. Ooh, look at that. That's like Cthulhu. Feeling a Hydra. It's not going to eat your world anymore. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords here. Yeah, I feel the Three of Swords. I know this has been hard. I know you've been heartbroken. I know it feels like this Hydra has stolen your life in so many ways by this deep, deep heartbreak. Tell me about the heartbreak here. Tell me about this, because the Three of Swords, when I see the Three of Swords, for me, it is deep, deep heartbreak. Okay, it's extreme heartbreak. It's the kind you feel in your body. It's the kind that you don't just recover from. Okay, it leaves a lasting impression here. And again, I see the World, and I'm feeling the Hydra energy in this reading. And I feel like you guys, a lot of you guys feel like you have there's something about your future, like you have no future, you've lost your future, or how, it's this Hydra has devoured your future because of this heartbreak. Clarify, Dark Mother, clarify, Lilith. Okay, that's a kind of okay. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Fool. Okay. So 66 is a number of alignment here. The Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles tells me there's victory here over your suffering. There's victory here over this very difficult situation, okay? Lilith wants you to know that you are going to overcome, okay? You're going to overcome this. This is going to be healed, and you're going to overcome this, okay? But understand, Lilith does not do this for you. You are going to do this. You have the ability to do this, and you're going to do this, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles here. What I'm getting from this is if you need professional help, please seek it, okay? The professional helping hands, all right? There's something here about you coming into balance with yourself, seeing about your own material needs, your own physical needs. If you need to see a doctor, please go see a doctor, okay? I have autoimmune disease. I have to see a doctor often. I have to go to physical therapy, blah, 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 blah. And these are things that, some people are like, oh, if you eat this way, or blah, blah, blah. I do all that, okay? And I go to a doctor. So, the way I take care of myself is kind of a blending, all right? So find your balance of what you need and go there. Do that. Do what you need to do for you. All right? Take care of yourself so you can get into balance, okay? We have the Seven of Pentacles and we have the Fool, okay? And, I'm feeling this energy of, see this Fool's journey here? How she's got like two wolves on this journey. And it's like, I feel like you're either doing or going to be doing all this work, and you feel the good vibes of the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups, the healing. I think you may have, like, with the Six of Cups, I feel like you're either going to have someone around you who kind of helps you heal, okay, maybe some friends or family who are going to be really supportive, or you have some spiritual help. This could be from Lilith sending in new guides or new spiritual help, or you and Lilith becoming more interactive in your spiritual journey. But there's victory here, okay? But I feel this kind of energy for you of, like, you feel like you have to work really hard to, like, earn this new pathway. And there's a paranoia about it. Like, am I working hard enough? Have I sown enough seeds? Am I doing enough? And that is a paradigm you need to get rid of. Like, that's a thought process you need to get rid of, okay? The whole thing about you have to work super hard, yes, we need to work at it, but this perfectionism is a block, okay? And a lot of you guys don't realize it, but your thing that you're doing, at the heart of it is a problem with perfectionism. And that's what you're trying to overcome. So don't apply the perfectionism someplace else, like to your journey. Like, okay, well, I'm not emotionally eating anymore, but now I'm going to be a perfectionist around, my journey, my spiritual journey. Okay, that's part of bringing balance in, is seeing that your journey isn't going to be perfect. Okay, the way you walk it won't be perfect. In fact, it should be imperfect. That's how we learn. We stumble, we fall. We become more authentically ourselves by these challenges. Yes, we all need a time of grace. I agree with that. And I feel like for you, that's part of your journey, is to have a time of grace, to have a time of healing. We have 22 here with 2. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here, and 66. The Six of Wands here is victory, okay? And there is victory for you. There's victory for you with the Knight of Swords. And I feel like there's this energy about Group 1 that there's a lot of aggression I feel like that you internalize and take out on yourself. And it's time for you to place that aggressive energy into your drive. Okay. With the solar plexus and the restoration of life, I feel like to place it into your drive, to something that you want to achieve, to something you want to do, instead of placing it into the inner critic, instead of placing it into toxic behaviors. Let it help you rise into the victory energy, okay? Because that's really what it's there for. It's not meant for you to use for self-destruction or self-criticism or to keep you in a place where you are not your most authentic self. All right? Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, all of you that selected Pyrite, this is going to be your reading all about this is for you. This message is just for you. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, the face card or the pick card was the top card, I guess, is protection. And the bottom of it is criminal enterprises. Okay, so we have protection here. All right, so what do the spirits want you to know? What do your guides want you to know? Let's see what came out in your pre-shuffle. We have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. We have gilded regret. We have change. My stomach just growled again. It started growling in the first group and now it's growling again. And we have consequences. Okay, so let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about this situation. There's something here about consequences, some kind of choice, some kind of decision here. And with the criminal enterprises on the bottom of this card, it makes me feel like it's kind of intense. It feels intense. Costume, pretending, fear, horrified. Wow, my stomach is just super growling. You guys. It's making all kinds of noises. Okay. So, I feel like there's fear of making the wrong choice here. There's fear that it's too good to be true. That you're not able, with this gilded regret, like you don't have enough information. Pleasant surprise, okay? What if it all works out? What if it all works out? Maybe the truth is you have problems accepting that maybe good things are coming for you with this change. I feel like you feel the winds of change about you. You know what? Before I pull any more, although this flipped over, acknowledgement, recognition. You guys, I feel like you're afraid of the good stuff. Are you afraid of the good stuff? Are you afraid that it's all going to go bad with this criminal enterprises? Are you afraid that whatever you're being guided to do, like somehow it's going to fall apart, it's too good to be true, like that it's not going to work out the way you think it is? Well, I think you have a big surprise coming. I think you're lingering in some kind of energy of regret. That maybe you didn't make the right choices. Maybe you're not doing the right thing. I think some of you guys feel like you're not on the right path. You're not on the right career path. You're not where you should be. And I got to tell you, you're spending a lot of time in this regret energy and fear energy, and it's kind of eating you guys alive a little bit, okay? I'm going to just take these cards like this. We're going to take them. they're telling me keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, and one more. Okay, lots of tarot here. So let's take it as it comes. We got the first three cards here. We have the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay. Okay, so I feel like with the Two of Cups here, this Two of Cups feels impersonal to me, okay? It doesn't feel like the Two of Cups is necessarily a relationship. It feels like it represents attention, okay? This acknowledgement, this recognition, this pleasant surprise, this change that will bring in some kind of recognition or some kind of attention, something you've been seeking, okay? And, you know, we have the King of Wands here, which is a charismatic visionary, okay? A leader energy, inspired energy, okay? And it feels like part of the problem is that you've been having situations kind of hit you out of the blue. And a couple of things here. So use your own discernment. I feel like some of you guys have had some kind of bad shit hit you out of the blue. Like, perhaps while you've been working on this thing, this business, this degree, it could be a relationship, but the Two of Cups feels impersonal. So, but this is a general reading. It could be something creative with the King of Wands here. And it feels like whatever's been hitting you has fed the fear that maybe, you know, you are self-sabotaging. Like maybe you're not good at something. Maybe you're not as good as you think you are. Maybe you are a fake. You know, maybe people are lying to you about your qualities. There's just a lot of self-sabotage in group 2. It's like you're trying to get in your own way. And so you don't trust yourself. So you don't trust when good energy shows up for you. And it's not that you're pushing it away, because I don't think you're pushing it away. You can't push away what's meant for you. Say it with me. I need you to say this and believe this with me, okay? You cannot push away what's meant for you. We need to remove that thought from our head. You cannot push away what's meant for you. It's going to show up for you. Some of you guys may be thinking, well, when I get negative, it goes away. No. When you get negative, your spirits are trying to make you aware of how you're like punishing yourself. You're punishing yourself. You're doing the work, and the change comes in, and then you just go into this kind of cycle of it's not good enough, or it's not real, or, you know, I'm a fake, I'm a fraud. And you're not a fake. You're not a fraud. This is real. Tell me more. We have the Devil. Yeah, there is such a lack of confidence in what you're doing. And I got to tell you, how do you build confidence? By doing exactly what you're doing. Don't allow the fear to keep you frozen. Okay? So what do we do when we have fear? We acknowledge the fear and we do it anyway, as long as it's safe for us, you know, physically. You know what I'm saying? Fear is part of being alive. So you have to breathe through it and you have to move through it. Some of you guys are asked to put yourself out there in very big ways, and it's frightening. It's scary. You know, there are some very like well-known artists and writers and, you know, even actors who like, they don't like to see their work. They don't like to talk about their work. Johnny Depp, you know, I don't know if he's a great actor, but he doesn't ever watch his own movies. You know, And you could have some of that where you're just not comfortable. But here's the thing, you need to grow more comfortable with your work, with your gifts, with your abilities, okay? And you need to stop getting in your own damn way. Um, because the universe has a very pleasant surprise for you. And you're busy living in regret. And they want you to enjoy what's manifesting. They don't want you to miss it. They don't want you to miss this wonderful thing. Understand that you are protected. Honey, you're protected. You're protected. And what's meant for you, you can't push away. What's meant for you will find you, okay? So don't worry about it. You're working through your lack of confidence. You're working through all the damage that was done to your sense of self, to your sense of worthiness, okay? You're working through that shit. And for some of you, like this devil here, it may literally represent someone in your life who shows up. Or someone in your life who, isn't good for you. Okay? I'm getting that message now. Who kind of doesn't want to see you excel. Because number one, I'm going to tell you, some of you got somebody jealous. There's someone jealous around you. They don't want you to succeed. And the thing is, for some of you, it's someone who has no business being jealous of you. They should be proud of you. Okay, so it feels weird. It feels inappropriate. Okay, but they are. They're jealous. Okay, and we have to learn how to kind of like move on from it, not forget it, not shove it down, not ignore it, but acknowledge it, validate it, and move on. Because there are some situations that aren't going to have closure. They're just not. They're not. And we have to stop forcing closure on things. Okay? We have to accept that it's okay to not have closure. Sometimes not having closure is closure. It just is. So I feel like you are distracted by some kind of regret here. And I feel like it keeps showing up for you. And it keeps kind of being poured out like, did I make the right choice? Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? This kind of, you keep checking yourself. You keep checking yourself to see if you've done the right thing. If you, and it could be anything from, am I on the right life path, to did I cross all the I's and, cross all the I's, dot all the I's and cross all the T's on my, on my writing. It just, some of you guys are Virgos. Okay, you have a very busy and powerful mind. All right, Virgos have very powerful minds and are capable of great things. I'm going to speak that into existence, whether you're a Virgo or not. Group 2, you are capable of great things. You have a very powerful mind, okay? And a lot of you are stuck in some kind of details and fear of like needing to be perfect. It seems like the perfection thing has been kind of a theme today. Group 1 had this a little bit too, like perfectionism. But yours is different. Let's get some more cards. See more of these cards here. Let me pull off the top here. We have the Suite of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Money, success, foundations, family. We have the Ace of Cups. What do we have? Change, pleasant surprise, acknowledgement, recognition. Honey, it's going to happen for you. The Six of Pentacles. I feel like you get real uncomfortable when people start giving to you. So when people start noticing you, noticing your work, Noticing you as a person, wanting to be your friend. It can, we're running the gamut here. Noticing your business, giving more to you. It makes you real uncomfortable. It's hard to receive, isn't it? It's hard. That is something that needs to be healed. Okay, when you have a hard time receiving, it's a sign that something's wrong. Okay? Because being able to receive from others should be as easy as giving to others. Okay? We give, we receive. And a lot of times, people forget manifestation, how it works, and that there's the manifesting part. Okay, example, we do the spell, we do the work, right? Say, okay, say you want a new job. So you do the spell for the new job and then you go look for the job. Okay, you find out you need training, so you get the training and you look for the job. Okay, so you're doing the manifesting, right? You put out the resumes. Okay, you receive phone calls. Okay, but you never call them back. That's what it's like to not be in the energy of being able to receive from the universe. It's doing all the steps to manifest, but not calling the universe back for the job. Okay? It's just, we have to get into receptive energy. We have to get into receptive energy. Okay? All right? Because there's a change coming for you. And I feel like there's going to be more giving energy coming towards you from the universe, from others. Okay? And this is coming up now so you can be aware, so you can start to work through it. So as people start giving to you, and it can be small things. Maybe somebody brings you a donut to work and that makes you uncomfortable. I know, because people used to bring me things. I'd be like, oh, thank you. I would immediately like want to go out and buy them a dozen donuts because they gave me a donut. I didn't know how to receive. And you can practice receiving, okay? It's going to make it so much easier for you to receive the Ten of Pentacles, building foundations. Let people, like if you have a business, allow them to talk about what a wonderful business you have. Like, enjoy that. Engage in that, okay? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles here. Understand that you really have done a lot of work here. Like, the Eight of Pentacles really is about like professionalism. This is someone who is well known in their field. Like they've done a lot. Like this is somebody who, look at all the heads they have here. The Apprentice. This is someone who has worked very hard, and has worked towards becoming that teacher. That's where you are. You're working toward your Ten of Pentacles, right? And people can see your work. They can see your progress, and it's impressive. We have another Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. This is all about your work. Whatever your work is, this is all about you receiving money. This is all about you receiving notoriety around your work. Okay, raises, promotions, building businesses, building whatever it is you build. Writing, drawing, creating, whatever this is, okay? You have the talent and the ability to build this, okay? A journey into equilibrium. That might be a new concept. To live a balanced life, to come into balance. It means you start enjoying. You start enjoying receiving things from the universe. You start enjoying your life more. You stop trying to be this apprentice, and you understand that you are the pro. You have reached that level, and you'll understand that as you go into this change, okay? Shifting into the professional, shifting into the boss, okay? the master artisan of whatever your craft is, and receiving your 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is big energy, okay? We have the Empress. Boom, big energy, you know, the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress, you know, running your own kingdom, running your own business. And I know some of you are like, that's a lot, Amy. I know it is, but that's what the cards say. And this is for you. All right? This is for you. You are protected. All right? And we have criminal enterprises here. Okay? And I do think that you always need to be aware that there will be people who try to fuck you over. Okay? Because you're talented. Because some of you guys have a lot of, you're very sensitive to doing the wrong thing. Okay? And I want to encourage you to be more bold. Be more bold in your decision making. Like, make your decisions with your full chest. Okay? Commit to it and don't look back. Okay? Don't spend your time looking back when you're walking forward. You will walk into a wall. Okay? A brick wall. It will hit you in the face. And then you will have all kinds of problems. I think that's the biggest challenge for you, is to make a decision and go all in and not worry about the details so much. Let go a little bit of it having to be perfect all the time, especially if you're an artist or a writer, especially if you're trying to make big moves, because a lot of times the bigger the move, the more messy it can be, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords here, an unbiased tale of independence and tradition. Yeah, I feel like your ability to kind of get control of this, you may be a little bit of a control freak, you know, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It can help build us to success, but too much of micromanaging ourselves and others leads to stagnation. It leads to being hung up on details that don't matter in the long term. And they keep us frozen, and they keep us from, you know, these 10 of Pentacles here, which bring you into the Empress status. The Empress is all the queens, okay? With the Queen of Swords here, what I'm seeing is that I feel the queen often has to be a little aggressive about removing people, places, and things that no longer serve. And sometimes we have people, like I spoke about before, in our lives who do not have our best intentions, and they can be real blocks to our pathway, to our future, to our success, to our 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you are protected on this path. You are protected. So if you need to release some people, places, and things, know that it's going to be okay, and it's probably for your best interest, okay? Because some of you guys have someone around you, maybe an earth sign or an air sign, who, there's a wands here, so it might be fire, but you know, we have all the signs here. So, but who feels like with the criminal thing here is they, you know, trying to fuck you over, and also playing mind games with you. So, you know, you have to be willing to look at the people around you who are actively kind of keeping you in a thought process that doesn't serve you. And some of you guys have that, and that's where the regret's coming from. It's where the heavy fear comes from. Like, immediately you'll talk to them, and all of a sudden you feel fearful about some decisions or good things that might be moving for you. And then you get afraid, well, if I fear this, then I'm going to block it. And the truth is, you just need to move into receivership of your 10 of Pentacles, of your Empress energy, of your success, of your, healing, of your cup, your cup of fulfillment, your wish fulfillment here. And it's hard to do when you're full of regret. The universe, your angels, your guides, there is a change coming in, and it's a pleasant surprise, and it has acknowledgement in it. It has recognition in it. And we have 10 of Pentacles and the Empress here. This is big energy. And I got to tell you, this kind of energy will bring out jealousy in people. It will bring out some of the worst in others around you, especially when they know they can't get over on you. All right. So, it's just really important that you hold your ground and you allow yourself to shine and you stop micromanaging yourself. Okay. Recalling your power, future thinking, recall your power and focus on your future. Focus ahead, okay? Don't let these jealous people hold you back with negativity or make you doubt yourself, okay? You're extremely talented. You have this. I believe in you, okay? And people hate. They hate on talented people. They've done it all the time. We have alignment here and now. You are in alignment for something very big, okay? You are in alignment for something very fulfilling, very happy, very joyful. The Ten of Pentacles is also about family. It's about building foundations, okay? It's good. It's happy. It's about generational wealth. Some of you guys are breaking the chains of like generational poverty, generational curses, or generational patterning, whatever you want to call it. And it's really hard to do. And sometimes when we have like generational poverty, people around you, family, seeing you breaking this, it can really trigger them. And they can be the ones saying, oh, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's scary. If that happens, then this will happen. And you might lose this and you might lose that. There's that fear coming up. So you have to cut that away. You have to no, we're not doing that today. You have to tell people we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that today. So if you want to do that today, you can't do that here with me. Okay? You have to hold your boundaries. Make good boundaries. Okay? You may need to revisit your boundaries. They may need to adjust. Okay? Especially with this change coming in for you, group 2. All right, let's pull these 2 cards. We have luck. Change, 10 of Pentacles, Empress, pleasant surprise, acknowledged recognition, and luck. By the magic of my 4-leaf clover, you're going to get lucky. There's some kind of luck manifesting for you. Get into receivership. You are in alignment for them. This was meant for you, okay? We have water, what you feel. You need to start paying more attention to your intuition and to your psychic hits for yourself. Okay? Not the ones you feel for others, not your empathy for others, for yourself. Start focusing on self. Do some meditations that help you get more in touch with the psychic hits for you. Okay? Some of you guys may, do that for other people, but you don't do it for yourself. And it's time for you to do this for yourself, okay? Because you deserve this. And it will be much easier for you if you have sharpened your intuition a little bit. You will feel more confident and more secure about what's manifesting for you if you, will let it flow. Let it flow. Let your intuition flow. And don't try to stifle it, okay? Let it flow. I want to pull another one from this deck right here. Tell me more about this right here. You guys have a ton of good energy coming towards you, okay? Call back your power, okay? You're getting evolutionary downloads. I feel like you guys are breaking some kind of generational pattern here or curse for a lot of you. Something that's really kept you and your family or your generations It's held you back or oppressed you. Okay, so it's a big energy, and the universe is lining you up. Boom, boom, boom. I'm seeing like a bowling alley and all the pins falling down. Like it's big. We have Shambhala, initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process, Dharma. Okay, so part of what you're being called to do right now is to rest, is to know when to rest, know when to work, the work-life balance. Some of you guys need some serious downtime. Okay, you need to take time to take care of yourself. Don't work yourself to death. What is meant for you will find you. You can't push it away. Okay, what's meant for you will find you. You can't push it away by making the wrong choice or by taking care of yourself. In fact, taking care of yourself will help you listen to your intuition. It will help you really hone in on your internal voice of intuition, your gut. It will help you know yourself better. You'll feel more comfortable with yourself. So when these changes come, you know you're solid. You know you can get through this. Taking care of yourself also, helps you develop modalities of self-care that you can lean on in difficult times. So those times where you're full of self-doubt, where you're fearful or you're scared, you can go into a cycle of self-care, self-healing. Okay. And you'll find that a lot of times those fears will be relieved. And it's easier to lean into change when you're not terrified. Okay, we're going to take the top card here. We have light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Your magic is at play. Okay. Some of you guys who have been casting on this is something that you've wanted. You've worked very hard. You've put your heart and soul into this. This is something that you've probably casted on maybe for years. You've worked on it probably for years or for a while. This is it manifesting. Okay. And your guides, the God forms universe is coming through and saying the change is going to happen. Okay. Get ready. All right. Rest up. Get into receivership. Get into that energy where you can receive. I'm seeing like the home plate, the guy behind the pitcher, not the pitcher, the God, I can't even think. The home plate guy, the guy who catches the ball, y'all. I can't even. I can't. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. We have this card flipped. We have Star Gathering. Stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. All right. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. The catcher. I just got it. The catcher. The catcher behind home plate. That's what I'm seeing. The catcher. Okay. You're going to have someone to catch for you. All right. It's going to be okay. The Star Gathering. I feel like your soul tribe is coming in to support you. Okay. Your soul tribe. We have 3 other cards. I'm going to go ahead and run through these real quick. We have the Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, Self-Expression. Okay, be sure you work on your throat chakra. Okay, you're going to get recognition. You have luck coming in and change. You're going to have focus on you. You're going to have attention on you. So be sure to work that throat chakra. Okay, just keep it all aligned. Keep it all fresh. Keep it all clear. We have higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love. Your heart is healed. Okay. So what I'm getting here is some of you guys need to do like a chakra, like some chakra work just on your chakra system, your heart, your throat, your solar plexus. It will help you usher in this change and feel more balanced. And we have sacred inner peace, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. So I would go on YouTube, okay? Look up, a chakra balancing or chakra frequency music or a guided meditation that kind of deals with all of your chakras, you can do that all at once, and get like a cleansing, a balancing, a meditation, and kind of work through that. That will help you get ready for this shift, okay? Because there's definitely a change coming in for you, group 2, and your spirits wanted you to know that it's going to be okay. All right, but get ready, okay? Because it's a positive thing. It's a beautiful, positive, abundant thing that's going to happen for you, and I think you'll be very happy. All right. Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you who selected the copper metal piece, this is going to be your reading all about this is for you. This is just for you. All right. So keep in mind it's a general reading. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right. Now, your auntie, I had a little breaky break. Okay. So I had a little, smoky smoke. so So this channel message should be interesting. Okay, so let's get the fuck into it. All right. Just did I tell you it's a channel message or what? Did I tell you? It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Blah blah blah. Did I tell you that? Yeah, that right there. Okay. All right. So this is the first card. We have Truth and Justice. And then on the bottom, we have false testimony. Okay. Truth and justice goes right there. All right. The next card is power. Bitch. It's power. That's right. You are a powerful bitch. And I don't mean bitch in the derogatory way or as a gender thing. It's an energy. All right. Okay. We have Justice, Virgo. You might be a Virgo or not, or a Libra. We have Justice here twice, two times, and power. Woo! We have Obsession and the number 3. And this is the third group, okay? Like, you guys, my group 3s are often different. They're just different than the other groups. And this one is as well. We have Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Ooh, can you feel the vibe of this card? Like the Grail. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Your auntie, your Auntie Amy, I once had a friend, and he was like a grandfather. He was much older than me, and he was a Cathar monk, and I literally called him monk, and he was a real Cathar, okay? Like his family was Cathars, and he was a monk, and he built these kind of labyrinth things on the grounds, and anyway, he was a very connected to the earth, and he also knew a lot about this kind of stuff, the Holy Grail, and the underground stream and things like that, and how the quest, the Grail quest, is a lot of different things. It can be a story about your spirituality, the journey within, the hero's journey, right? And it's really important, I think, group 3. I want to call you my 3s, okay? I think it's really important that you guys recognize your life as the hero's journey, the quest for your grail. Because there's more to your life than meets the eye. There's more to your life than what you've been told. And many of you are well aware of this, but you're not aware of how deep the illusion goes. And that awareness is tick-tocking, click-clocking around you every day, all the time. And a lot of times it escapes us. Because to be connected to reality deeply is to be obsessed. In order to be connected to reality and be immersed in it, usually involves a human being being enwrapped in the presence of material things in a kind of obsessive state, an active state with a thing. And I'm seeing that vibration. And it's not a better state or a state of wrongness. It's a difference of state. So when one is immersed in the state of thingness, we often are unable to entertain the subtle energies of awareness. Awareness is a subtle energy that we have to invite in. We have to amplify. Copper is an amplifier. It amplifies. You are called to amplify your awareness. Group 3, number 3s, 33s. You are called to amplify your energy, your awareness, your presence. Because the things vibrate at a certain rate of thingness. And you, as a 3 in the world, can vibrate at such a different rate of beingness that radiates like a lotus flower through the collective. It changes things, powerful things, really powerful things, wonderful and beautiful things, things that are not right in the world, things that are unfair in the world, things that cannot stand. Beyond being a 3, because your 3-ness is really a label that I'm putting on something that is known but uncomfortable, because it really rattles the thingness of this reality. You know, they want you lost in the thingness and obsession of thingness, because then you cannot really vibrate with the beingness, the nowness. Thingness is being asleep. Thingness. Beingness is being awake. Aware. Aware of all possibilities. We have several cards that came out. We have justice again, my friend. We have justice here 3 times. 3 times we have justice. What if your magical self was put here for that reason? Justice. That your justice for you in your thingness of being in this human experience. What if that ripples? What if that changes things? The flow of justice, the hand of justice, often is many hands, in many ways. The witchy way, the gifted way. We cast on justice. We cast on it. We pray on it. The angelics. We sing on it. We dance on it. For the wild ones. We speak it into being, the manifestors, the magicians. The knowledge of good and evil. We know what that looks like, don't we? We see it. Group 3. You see it in your life. The things that have been done to you. How you've suffered. And it's just time that Father Saturn wields his great power. Sometimes the scales are unevenly weighed, and we need the hand of Nemesis to come in and make them even. Steven, as they say. We have extreme opposites or opposing factions. We have spiritual communication. Okay, so it really feels like I have a group of people here who are extremely gifted. Okay. It feels like your angels, daemons, god forms, goddesses, higher selves, ancestors want you to know that your abilities are about to expand greatly. Okay? We are talking immensely, to the point where you're going to get freaked out. Okay? This is why they're telling you if you're seeing this. You're going to become aware. Some of you guys are going to be able to see the spirit world, okay, around us. Some of you guys, sorry, I'm feeling something in my shoulder. Some of you guys are going to be hearing them Some of you guys are going to see them. You may not see them like a person, but you see like pixelations, or you see them like holographically. Some of you guys will hear them. You could like hear them in your ear, or you hear them psychically, like psychic hearing. Some of you guys, your channeling ability will light up. Some of you guys will begin to speak with particular spirits. For some of you who are witches, your familiars are going to be speaking to you very clearly, and you're going to know it's them. If you already speak to your familiars, that communication is going to morph. There's something about that that's going to grow more intense, or is going to grow in a paranormal way. Many of you guys are going to start having paranormal activity around you. All right. And they don't want you to be scared. They don't want you to fear it. Okay. Now, I do think that as you open up and you see these things, you're going to be aware of some different energies. Okay. You're going to become aware of some truths about some different energies. Those of you who are not aware of how understand that many books were written by people of certain belief systems. Okay. Just because they were written that way doesn't make it the truth. Okay. So I want to encourage you to, spirits are coming through, encourage you to allow yourself to experience your familiars, your God forms, your spirits, your whatever you work with outside the paradigm that you are familiar with it. Okay? So in other words, remove the rules around that spirit and allow that spirit to kind of like bloom into or morph into a new form almost, that is outside that paradigm. In other words, they're asking for you to allow the expansion of it feels like a god form, a goddess. For some of you, it's an angel, it's an angelic. This also could be like a goetic. It could be, for some of you guys, this is big because it's an Enochian, and I tread lightly there. Okay, tread lightly when you expand an Enochian energy. Okay, just take a deep breath and go very, very slow with that one. Okay. But anyway, whatever this is, it feels like this expansion is going to give you a lot of, like, your gifts expanding, but also is going to give you a new vision, like a new focus. I'm hearing like some of you guys are going to receive like renewed vitality. These are gifts. You guys, I looked at the Grail and I heard these are gifts. These are gifts. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. So it feels like you guys are on a quest, the quest for the Grail. Okay, and it feels like this is a cup of wish fulfillment. All right, and for you guys who are watching this, part of your wish fulfillment, this alignment of your gifts and abilities is part of it. Okay, it's part of the fulfilling this. Okay, in order to align you with this fulfillment, this adjustment is necessary. Okay, let's pull some tarot here. I have to screen these for you guys because there is a major alignment of justice in your life. And this feels like a lot of positive karma coming in. for you. Let's pull some. Tell me about this justice coming in. And this is your material world life. Tell me about the material justice coming through. The 3D justice. The justice in life. Okay, we have. I have to screen them because, you know. We have. Okay. Let's see any. Okay, we have the King of Swords here. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Hangman. The Hangman in reverse. I want to get one more card. Can I have one more card, please? Yeah, I think where there was no motion, you're going to get motion, okay? You're going to get clarity of movement, and you're going to be able to move. You're going to be able to move swiftly forward, okay? And we have the Two of Wands, the 1111 card, and this particular card is like a portal, okay? So there's a door opening for you, all right? There's going to be a door opening for you. Tell me about this door. Tell me about this door opening. It's like a new path. I'm hearing a new path. It's happy. It's a happy new path. We have the Queen of Cups here. I feel like things are going to be poured out for you. Pouring of libations. Pour libations to your goddess is what I'm hearing. Pour libations to your goddess for this path. Pour libations to your goddess for this path. Give gratitude for the path ahead. That's what I'm hearing. Give gratitude for this path, this grail. You're going to see your cup is what I'm hearing. You're going to see your cup. We have the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to see your cup. It's coming. It's a new beginning. It's a victory. This path it's going to bring you money, resources. It's going to be fruitful, I'm hearing. It's happy. We have, the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? We have the Five of Wands. Okay. I feel like it's the end of the battle. Like it's the end of competition. It's the end of the fight. Like things are going to get easier. All right, this one landed on the table, and we have the Page of Wands here. I feel like on this path you're going to have a lot of new ideas, new inspirations. I feel like you're going to rise above the competition on this path. You're going to be seen above the competition. It's going to be very happy. It feels very joyful. It feels very hopeful. All right. Yeah, so that's what I got for you, Group 3. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.